Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy, satisfying Saturday to each and every one of you. Listen, I don't know where you live, but here in the DMV, it has been raining all day long. As a matter of fact, last night I heard...
Phone book update failed.
Thank you. I heard all of this noise. And my first thought was, what in the world? But then I realized it was thunder. So, like I said, it has been pouring down raining all morning long. Right now, it's a very light rain, but it is steady. So I figured, well, I'm not going to worry about opening up no umbrella. I'll just run to the car real quick. Temperature-wise, it is 54 degrees. So it is, it's on the chilly side today, okay? Now, again, this is why I say it is so interesting. We just had 98-degree weather a few days ago. 86 it was yesterday when I was doing my video, and today it's 54. So the weather's up and down. You just have to be careful. As a matter of fact, tomorrow when I leave church, I'm gonna stop at CVS and get me some more nose spray, because this weather changing has my sinuses acting up. So I do need to get something to keep my nose from getting stopped up, because I do have to breathe. And speaking of, tomorrow is our 160th church gala luncheon. So I will be attending that tomorrow afternoon. And so it should be nice. I think they're going to start opening the doors at 1:30ish or something. I want to say it starts at 2:30. So it's at Martin's Crosswinds. I haven't been there so long, so I do have to remember how to get there. I have the address, so I'm good. But I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm wearing a purple dress, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, then after that, I'm going to come on home so I can sit down and get my week planned out. So let's jump into today's videos. Oh, and you guys, day 4 of my no meeting eat, and so far I feel good. I don't miss it, because I don't really eat a lot of meat anyway, just by choice. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact for dinner I'm going to have carrots. And honey, I am going to eat my cranberry sauce, okay? I haven't figured out what else I'm going to add to that, but I do know I'm going to have those 2 things. So today's topic is 6 ways you can achieve stoic resilience, or in other words, how you can recover quickly. Number 1, keep calm under pressure. Don't react immediately to disrespect. Choose silence and maintain control. I know what you're thinking. I know my neighbor probably says, why is she always in the car talking to herself? Anyway, I digress. So keep calm under control. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, but Michelle, these people have wronged me. I'm dealing with the situation. I don't have time to have control. And to be quite honest with you, you do have time to have control. I have come to learn that you make the worst decisions when you are out of control. So I would suggest, both for you and for me, for us, that we maintain control in every situation. Is it going to be easy to do? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But we have to try and maintain control. That way you can think better, you can make better decisions, and you're not doing and or saying something that you're going to regret later. Number 2, watch and learn. Observe situations like you are watching a movie. This helps you make better decisions. Have you all ever noticed how some people can do that with ease? You know why that is? Because they've been doing it for so long. So when something is happening, or you know that something is going to happen, you don't always have to say anything. Just sit back and watch and learn. Watch and learn. Watch how other people, or watch what other people are doing, how they are going to handle situations. Because if you watch and learn, that will help you decide on what your next step is going to be. Just as I stated, like you watch a movie. When we're watching that certain, whatever that movie is that you like to watch, a crime movie, scary movie, whatever, you're watching everything. You know every character by name. You know their personality. You know what they've done, what they didn't do, what they're thinking about doing, and you're watching all of this stuff, and you're putting it together as the movie go along. And as you get towards the end, you go, I knew it was him. Because remember when he did this, or when he said that, or when she did this and she said that? You're watching and you're learning. That's how you learn. See, I'm going to tell you a little secret. That's how you get to truly know people. You don't have to say anything to them. Just watch them. Watch their moves. Watch their body language. Watch who they choose to associate with and who they choose not to associate with. You can learn so much from a person just by watching and learning. Number 3, let go of grudges. Release negative feelings to make space for positivity. I learned a long time ago that when you hold a grudge against someone, all you're doing is hurting yourself, because that person doesn't even know that you have a grudge against them. And to be quite honest with you, they don't care. So why walk around being mad and angry at somebody and all it's doing is eating away at you? You can't expect positive things, or I should say positive people, places, and things to come into your life and or to happen for you if you're not willing to let go of that negativity that you feel towards somebody else. Just recently I was talking to somebody, I forgot what we were talking about, and I said, well, I have come to the point in my life where I say I don't have to be mad at people. I'm not going to walk around carrying grudges. I'm not even going to belabor whatever the situation was. I pray about it, give it to God, and then I go on about my business. You know why? Because God can deal with them far better than I can. Far better than I can. And guess what? He can't go to jail. And he can't and won't go to jail. So I don't have to worry about being angry with people. I refuse to do it. I put everything in God's hands and I allow him to deal with it and say, all right, Lord, you know how these people treated me. You know what they did and didn't do. You know what they could have done, but chose not to do. So I'm just asking that you would handle it, Lord. You deal with them and allow them to pay for whatever it is they did or didn't do. I don't have to do anything else. Number 4, ignore the nonsense. Focus on what truly inspires you to feel accomplished. Again, when you get to a certain point in life, and it's not necessarily about age, but you'll know it when you feel it inside of you. But when you get to a certain point in life, you learn not to deal with unnecessary stuff. That means unnecessary people, unnecessary things, because it's a waste of your time. It is. It's a waste of your time. It's not going to get you anywhere. So why waste your time and energy on people, places, and things that don't have the potential to take you from here to across the street? You don't. You don't. Ignore nonsense. It's just like I hear people sometimes, well, we may get into a conversation about some of the things that you see posted on social media. Yes, when you go to TikTok, sometimes Instagram, not all the time, but mostly TikTok, for some strange reason. And these people, I'm not even following them. They're not following me, but for whatever reason, their stuff comes up as stuff that I may be interested in seeing. And sometimes it's just nonsense. It's just some of the craziest stuff. But I don't have to complain about it. I don't have to worry myself about it. I just scroll on past. Simple as that. Scroll right on by. I don't waste my time and energy on people, places, or things that are of no value to me. Now, understand what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that I think I'm better than anybody, because I truly do not. I am not better than anybody, period, end of sentence. But I am saying that there are just some people, places, and things that are just not worth my time. So if I don't like something, I don't have to sit and tell the world that I don't like it. I just don't like it and move on about my business. I have no desire to deal with nonsense. I don't. If you choose to, that's fine. I just do not. Instead, I want to focus on the things that inspire me to keep moving forward, inspire me to feel accomplished and to be accomplished. That's where I want to put my energy. Number 5, stay calm and stress-free. Approach stress calmly and find solutions like a hero. I've told you all my story, and one of the things that can trigger seizures is stress. because it causes one side of the brain to become a little more active than the other side, and then they're not syncing up. Instead, they're fighting against each other, and that's not a good mix. So I am determined to live my life as stress-free as possible. I just am. Is it always easy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It is not always easy, but I try my best. And so when I am in a situation or someone is in my presence that's causing me to feel stressed, I will just remove myself. Now, if I can, I will ask them to remove themselves from my presence. But 9 times out of 10, I'm just going to remove myself, because I don't have time, as I stated in the point before that, of ignoring nonsense. I don't have time to deal with foolishness. Now, if I choose to deal with it, that's one thing, but I really don't have time to deal with it, and I'm not going to allow anything or anyone to stress me out unnecessarily. Now, granted, sometimes there's just going to be stress, because that's just the world in which we live. Also, keep in mind, stress comes 2 ways. You have good stress and you have bad stress. When you're preparing for a wedding, it can be stressful, but in a good way, because you know that you're doing all this planning, because on that special day, you are going to marry the person that God has brought into your life, the person that you love more than life itself sometimes. And that's a beautiful thing, but you have to make sure everything, the flowers are ordered, the venue has been reserved, the menu has been selected, you've got your decor. Hopefully, if you have a great event planner like my sister, then you don't have to worry about that, honey, because she's going to take care of all of that for you, okay? All of it. And make sure you have everything that you've asked for. Your wedding or your event will be exactly the way you've asked for it to be. And so that can be stressful, but it's a good type of stress. But I'm talking about when we go to our jobs and we're stressed out because we have deadlines on reports and deadlines on projects. You've got people calling you and needing this, needing that, needing the other. Or you have coworkers that just get on your last good nerve, but you have to work with them. That can be stressful. So what I'm saying to you is, if you are in situations like that, it might be beneficial for you to get up from your desk or your area, wherever you are, and just walk away for about 5 minutes. Clear your head, do some deep breathing, clear your head, and then come back. Definitely always pray. I don't know about you all, but I pray every day on my way to work. I pray that when I step into my office, that it's going to be a great day. Well, number one, I claim it to be a great day no matter what anyway. But I pray on my way to work. There are times when I may pray at work, and then I'm praying as I go home, thanking God for keeping me through the day. You understand what I'm saying? So you've got to know how to pray your way through that stressful situation. Last but not least, number 6, no explanations are needed. So live your truth simply and confidently without overthinking anything. I don't know about you all, but the older that I've gotten, I have come to learn that you don't owe anybody any explanations. If you decide to do something with your career, do something with your business, do something with your life, your home, your car, your finances, your family, whatever it may be, you've decided that you're going to do it. You don't owe anybody any explanations. If you choose to change your career field, you don't owe anybody any explanations as to why you're doing that. That is something that you are choosing to do. If you're choosing to start a business, you don't owe anybody. Well, let me say this. Let me say this. If you're married, then yes, you do owe your spouse explanations about moves that you're making that's going to affect you all's finances and your household. So let me not say that. When I say you don't owe anybody any explanations, I'm not talking about your spouse. Because keep in mind, whatever you do affects them and vice versa. So yes, you do. But I mean, outside of that, you don't owe your neighbors any explanations. You don't owe your friends any explanations. Stop overthinking things. If you want to open up a pizza place, do that. assuming you've talked to your spouse about it. But outside of that, pray about it first. Talk to your spouse about it, and then do your thing. But you don't owe any explanation to your friends about, well, why do you want to open up a pizza place? Why do you want to open up a bar? Why do you want to open up a zoo? Whatever it is that you want to open up, stop overthinking things. And this is another reason why we tend to get stuck, because we overthink things. And when you're overthinking things, you're not going to go any further than where I am sitting right here. If I sit here right now and I said, you know what, I want to have a cheat day, I'm going to go across the street and get me a Domino's pizza. And then I sit here and I go, well, I don't know. Should I? I don't know. I'm overthinking it for 5 or 10 minutes. Well, guess what? That's not getting me across the street to get my pizza, because I'm spending too much time overthinking it. Come up with a plan, pray about it, have the necessary discussions. Like I said, if you have a spouse or significant other and you all are commingling your resources, then yes, you do want to talk to them, because the worst thing you want to do is make a big move and you haven't discussed it. And people do it all the time, I know, but you should not make that big move and you haven't discussed it with your wife or your husband or your significant other, like I said, that you may live with, and you all are commingling your finances, because that is a huge move to make without discussing with somebody. Or just like pick it up and moving. If you decide to pack all your stuff up, and let's say I was going to move to Scottsdale, Arizona, I'm not going to overthink it. If I prayed about it and God is saying, Michelle, this is what I want you to do, then I'm going to have that talk with my family, and then I'm gone. But I don't have to overthink it, and I don't have to discuss it with my coworkers or anybody else. It's a choice that I'm making for me, because maybe that's the best choice for me at the moment. So the key is to just stop overthinking things and just do it. Okay? Just do it. So everything I shared with you will be in the description box. And that is it, you guys, because I'm going to upload this video and then I'm going to head on across the street to get in an hour of cardio. Lord knows I don't feel like it. Because like I said, this dreary day just makes me want to make another hot cup of tea and just sit back and relax and watch Christmas movies. Don't judge me, because I don't judge you. So we'll see. But that's my goal. That is my goal. What did I just say? I'm not going to overthink it, but that is my goal, to go across the street, get in a quick hour of cardio, and get right back and get my food heated up so I can eat my dinner. Because right now it's a little too early, so I will have a snack. But do that and just relax for the rest of the evening. So I don't know what you all have planned. Whatever it is, wherever you live, be safe doing so. If you're in the DMV area, like I said, it's going to be raining. I want to say today and tomorrow, possibly Monday. Could be wrong, but I think that the weatherman did say Monday as well. So just be dry. Take your umbrella. Be safe, Bree. Be safe. Be careful about the people you're hanging out with, people you meet, going to where you're going, the location, all of that stuff. Have fun, definitely, but just be safe doing so. Having said that, if you're new to watch my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. You know, I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. You guys, I love you all to the moon and back. I never get tired of saying that. I don't. You know why? Because I truly do. Many of you I don't know, I've never met, I probably never will get a chance to meet, and that's okay. I love you all to the moon and back. I want nothing but the best for you, which is why I've decided to dedicate my channel speaking life into you, because I always want to be that encourager for you. I want to be the one when you are doubting yourself and you just don't have that energy to keep going, that you can say, hey, let me go to Michelle's channel. And she always has a positive, uplifting, motivating word for me. And I want you to be able to come to my content and feel that motivation. Know that somebody's behind you, pushing you every step of the way. I keep you all in prayer. It is always my prayer that everyone under the sound of my voice, regardless of when you watch this video, that you are able to achieve the goals that you've set for yourself, that you are able to continue to find that whatever that thing was that got you going, in that momentum that got you going in the first place. It is always my hope and prayer for that, because I love each and every one of you. You deserve nothing but the best, and you will have nothing but the best. Again, I love you all to the moon and back. There's nothing, and I mean nothing, absolutely nothing that you could ever do to change that, because that will never change for me, as I hope it does not for you. Love you much, and we'll talk again on Monday.